Hey, and, mm-hmm, the little Aaron Rodgers. Little Aaron Rodgers. Right. Him. What'd you do, big dog? Excuse me. What, threw a pick? Mm-hmm. I think that's how you thought most of your. You see it, but you don't let it go and get time enough to clear. When all it takes is about another half second or a second, and you'll be good.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River
Hey,
from
back
downtown
up off that
Nashville
TV.
at Nissan Stadium
Eat your
in
food.
Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike
Boy,
any other
to
in
which killer
sport as both teams
is
made their way
streaking the
out of the
wrong
tunnel.
way.
These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA
Oh,
Sports.
yeah, that's a bad one right
And
there.
that'll carry over the back
All
line
of
of
them
the
is
end
really.
zone for a touchback.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm.
On the ground, this is
I,
Saquon Barkley.
man, I hate
He'll
that
get
big,
this one up to the
that big
26.
cut they be doing,
Just a
man.
yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
What's up?
Here we go now.
What?
319.
Go over there and eat your food.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson on 1st down. Past the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Knew I was a star with mama, sang me twinkle, twinkle.
Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
I don't like how folks be switching on dudes and they be running too fast when they click on them. Like, you'll have somebody beat bruh, and the joker be running way too fast.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
I got it.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flush to his right. Incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let this one go deep, right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, making him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Boy, for no reason, too.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey.
Nah, he did that after the fact. He said that after he said good game.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to be staring at a
He ain't even posted a picture yet.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's got
Why y'all ain't getting there? Ain't nobody getting off a block, man.
There, 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know,
boy, Fly put some paws on Jay Real today.
That's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You know that. Charlie P, you know that.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Now what the hell my man doing right there?
Because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Detroit!
Jackson from the shotgun. Now he steps away. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3.
J.J. Watt running down.
In need of a conversion
Lamar Jackson in the open
field.
field.
Big play to start the drive.
Yeah, okay.
Not much sense.
Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
Yeah,
this
that's
is going to
yours.
result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Gun!
3rd and goal, Jackson.
Come on.
Baker with a pick.
Come on with this bull, man.
10-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, McCaffrey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's brought in by Dodson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Oh, come on, baby.
That's the good news for them now. It's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though, and it'll be Titan football. Out come the Titans now. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 23 yards on the play. From the 34 what? Now, here's 1st and 10.
What?
Detroit!
Almost what? I don't know.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Steps away to his left.
Don't even know what it is.
This one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Eluding the pressure right. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Excuse me.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Boy, Singleton was
Parker
wide
unable
open.
to get that one. And it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
What?
And he's got this down a yard or two shy.
What the world does that say?
He's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely
What the world does that say?
Even if they don't get it, though.
No.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
But up there by the score, it say some word that start with a R.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So far, this
didn't say something about huddlement, shuttlement. I can't tell
in the
you
NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Hey,
so a solid
what y'all
run by
doing?
Saquon Barkley had another 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route,
What's normally right there, though?
Sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. And Jackson throwing once more. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Here's Jackson. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
My goodness, man. Why is the blocking so good on some of these stupid runs, man?
And call more of that.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick
Like, that's a
down.
receiver that's, like, got Tremaine Edmonds just locked up.
They are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. The pitch goes to Barkley. He's got a first down and more past the 30. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Saquon Barkley, 82 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready, green 39.
On play action, it's
How did you
Mahomes.
fall?
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this
Come
one.
on,
He
Edmonds.
goes. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary had really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here's a give to Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Leopard! Leopard! Check 13. Check. Check hot route.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I be on it, I be on it.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
3 down, 3 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back now in Nashville. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit! Focus, defense, focus. Motion, motion.
Jackson now on 1st and 10. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Who's?
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson throwing on 1st down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus
That's my
on
fault,
that
Lamar.
now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping
Definitely
you can
my
take
fault.
it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds.
No, that was not a
First play of
catch.
the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Challenging that. Won't let me challenge it.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Fights off the defender. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
The game.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45. Ace, ace. Slow.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to launch this thing way down. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune
what?
here on 2nd and 13.
Oh,
Lucky
yeah.
56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Gun!
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Toward the sideline.
That'd be yay.
That catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Gun!
Throwing now is Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter if he needs to make this.
Why are we not holding on to the ball?
No doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw is Jackson. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
What? Mm-hmm.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
What are we doing?
They do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but
you weak. That's what it is.
Incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And it's 3rd down. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had them pinned on the 2. Not anymore. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
I'm about to bring y'all back, y'all shower.